All right, so if you're just tuning in now to the Monday M.A.S S, you already know. Yeah, we started.
Okay.
The show's on. This is how we always start our shows. But this is a special episode, as you might know by the tone of my voice.
Also, the multiple camera angles. This is the most technology we've ever bothered to put in our podcast.
If you're listening via audio, you're welcome. If you're listening via video, hello and welcome to Asagikawa, Japan. We're here on a mint tour vacation. That's right.
The Almost 7 Hotel. Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about using this carpet and wallpaper in multiple rooms in my house.
It's kind of all the same thing. I love it. This is January 12th. This is the world's greatest action sports podcast.
We are in Japan.
We are in Japan. I'm Chris Coté.
I'm Todd Richards, and this will be simulcast in Japanese.
Yes.
Our friend Brad over here is going to translate in Japanese. It's going to be great. He just recently watched a YouTube video on how to speak Japanese fluently.
The Monday M.A.S.S is recorded in front of a live studio audience for the first time. Hello, audience. Yeah. We got a bunch of our friends and family together for this awesome Monday M.A.S S week here in Hokkaido, Japan. This Mint Tours crew so far has been awesome. We've only ridden with them one day, and it seems like everybody's getting along great.
Hold your judgment.
Yeah, no, I think by the end of it, we're not going to like all of them.
Yeah.
We might pick a couple.
Some of you guys, we probably won't like anymore.
Yeah, I've only run into one of our guests. I ran into Justin from Bachan.
Oh, you mean like ran into him?
Yeah, I actually crashed into him in the woods. So I apologize for that. But so far, it's been so good. We're going to get to all the action sports news. And of course, our world famous ad block. We actually have an ad delivery
with our actual
advertising delivery drop.
We don't usually do this, but we're actually someone's dropping off.
Imported.
We're brought to you by Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce. We're in Japan.
Yeah.
This is Justin from Bachan's. Justin Gill. Hi.
We have stickers. See?
Yep. See, we're legit. He exists. These aren't just sponsors we make up.
We're going.
We aren't just making up the sponsors.
Yeah, we didn't make up. Yeah. This podcast is presented by Mammoth Mountain at Mammoth Mountain. Have you guys been to Mammoth Mountain before out there? Yes, all of you.
It's a little bit of a haul from here.
Yeah, it's a long drive from here.
It's actually just as far from Japan as it is from San Diego to Mammoth. It's about the same distance.
It's been going off at Mammoth, and Todd said last week that it's got one of the best parks in the world.
It does. The 32 crew there is right now doing
30
years of 32, which begs the question, why didn't they just wait 2 more years?
Honestly, it would have been much more special.
Right? 32, I think they jumped the gun a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with you. But Mammoth Mountain rules. We love them. At Mammoth Mountain. Sunbum at Sunbum. We gave all of our guests and friends Sunbum, and I'm looking out into the crowd right now. No one's sunburned. Everybody's lips look great. They've been using that lip balm. Todd?
Chris is super into lips this week.
I've been into lips.
I don't know why, but he's been commenting on a lot of people's lips.
Well, our studio audience all have beautiful lips. And that, I think it's partly due to Sunbum. Spy Optic at Spy Optic. Todd?
Light was flat. I could see.
My goggles always used to fog up. I don't know why. Maybe I breathe heavy. So far, this trip, no fog.
Sweet.
And I look cool too. I look like I know what I'm doing. Hansen Surfboards at Hansen Surf. This shop is way back in California. That's over 10,784 miles from Hokkaido. But if you need anything for your snowboarding, surfing, or skateboarding, or clothing, go to Hansen Surf. You said Bachan's Japanese barbecue sauce. That's right here. We've got New Greens right here. We've got some New Greens in the house.
We have the owner,
yeah,
founder of New Greens, Devin Ryderson's over here. I'd like to thank New Greens for helping me to beat the dehydration airline. I don't shit the whole time I'm in Japan. Now, New Greens has really helped me to crest that hill, so to speak. So thank you for New Greens. Not only does it help you from it makes you die later. It also makes you poo sooner. So that's great.
Yeah, and you can use that. That's free marketing for you, New Greens.
Poo sooner. You ever think about that? Die later, poo sooner.
Die later, poo sooner. Yeah, that's good, Todd. You have a future in this. Machu Picchu Energy at machupicchu.energy. We love it.
And we are available here in Japan.
I don't know.
We'll go look.
We could try.
I'll look.
You know, it's not available here, sadly. Panakin Coffee and Tea. I'm already missing Panakin Coffee and Tea. Although Japan has amazing coffee, there's nowhere like Panakin Coffee and Tea. Bub's Naturals, at Bub's Naturals. We got this hydration. We've got these collagen travel things. I put it in my coffee every single morning, and that's why I still have hair. It's a miracle. And even though I bite my fingernails constantly, they still grow back. Pedal Electric, at Pedal Electric. Vessel Shipping. I shipped out a bunch of mugs last week, and it was so easy thanks to Vessel Shipping. And of course, let's get a round of applause one more time for Mint Tours.
We
at
wouldn't be
Mint
here
Tours.
without Mint Tours.
Yeah.
And diecutstickers.com.
Diecutstickers.com.
Stickers need, you want to make fun of one of your friends.
I brought some stickers.
We have.
I gave everybody stickers.
Stickers.
Yes, am I right?
I don't know if they made these, but they look similar to this, and they,
Very high quality stickers.
very high quality.
Very high quality. Okay.
Did you have these made at diecutstickers.com?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so there we go.
Thank you.
Bought our stickers at Diecast.
These are
Yeah, see?
diecutstickers.com. That's how you know that's a quality sticker. That's
right.
not coming off your board, car,
Whatevs.
forehead, wherever you want to put it.
I think before we get to surf news, we
Yeah.
need to acknowledge what's going on in Los Angeles.
Still happening.
Still
going
happening.
on.
The fires are affecting so many people that we know, people from the surf industry, people from the snow industry, people from the skate industry, everyone, we have tons of friends there. I said it last week on my Instagram. I know that we have a lot of kid-sized samples at Quicksilver. If you have kids that have lost everything in the fire, hit me up and I'll do my best to get you some samples. These kids are going to need a distraction. I mean, this is a very long process to come back from. And if we can just distract them from what's going on, because this is so much to process for a kid and for adults. So I'll do whatever I can. There's a tons of people in the action sports industry that are reaching out to create GoFundMes and donating product and this community rallies.
Yeah.
And they're doing great things. So
And I will say that there are nearly every firefighter that I know surfs. I've seen interviews. Kevin Scholl's an amazing surfer. He's been a frontline firefighter this whole week. And the action sports community as a whole has really seemed to coalesce and come together. Clothing drives, food drives, all these things. And I just want to thank the action sports industry as a whole. I know this is like overwhelming for everybody, but
this is
how
a
to address it,
distraction.
talk about it.
Our ridiculous podcast is a distraction.
It will be starting right now.
Okay,
Surf
go.
News is brought to you by Sunbum. Okay, well, this is big news. Gabriel Medina, three-time world champ, injured his pectoral muscle, landing weird, doing
I saw
a
the
pretty
air.
big alley-oop.
It didn't even look.
Well,
It's
it's
like he
those-
kind of fell.
It's the benign wipeouts that don't look bad that usually, those are the ones that end up being bad. So he tore something in his beautiful pectoral muscle.
Maybe his pecs are too big.
No, they're perfect size. He's
How are his lips? He has good lips.
he's not known for his lips. Great body though. He has already undergone surgery, and it's a bummer that he has already said he has to pull out at least half of the 2025 championship tour. And the tour is just not the same without Gabriel Medina. He's one of the best ever. So that's a bummer. Injuries suck. And another thing, so now they're kind of rumor mill is starting to swirl. We don't know for a fact if John Florence is coming back, the reigning world champ. So with those two potentially out, Stab Magazine is saying there is a scenario that could mean Cleland Jr. could get the call up.
Wow.
Because he's 11th on the Challenger Series. He's right there in the above, in and around the cut. So Cleland Jr. could be the replacement surfer. We hope so because we love Cleland Jr. The Lexus Pipe Pro is right around the corner, starting January 27th. That goes till February 8th. We'll see who gets the wild cards, but this is going to be the first big test for a rookie class, starting with the women. Todd, tell me who your money will be on. Bella Kenworthy, Aaron Brooks, Bahini Fierro.
Well, Aaron Brooks is proven, but Bella's I don't know. I feel like she's poised right there with Sierra Kerr And it's that whole crop of like the pink helmet posse, the skaters that came up, and they're kind of taken over. So I'd love to see Bella, you know, just go in there and mess some stuff up.
Vihini Fierro is the reigning princess of Chopo.
She is.
So her pipeline could be pretty good. It's an exciting rookie class. I think they're all going to charge. Edgard Grogia, George Pitar, Jackson Bunch, Joel Vaughn, Marco Mignot. Have you heard of these people?
Oh, yeah.
Who's going to do well?
Marco Mignot.
You like Marco Mignot?
I do.
Okay. I'm going with Joel Vaughn because I love the whole Vaughn family.
Yeah, the Vaughn family's good.
Right now, the WSL World Jr Championships happening in the Philippines. The waves have been up, they've been down. I haven't watched any of it.
I saw some highlights today.
I'm assuming everyone's really good.
I watched a little bit of the women's, actually, when I just went back to the room.
Really?
Yeah, and actually Sierra.
You were doing homework.
Was ripping, not by accident.
Accidental homework.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll tell you maybe next week if somebody won that. The natural selection event. We probably know too much information that we can actually release in this public forum.
We're not supposed to say anything.
And even though they didn't invite me,
it's over, by the way.
Exactly, and I wasn't invited.
It already happened. I think there's been some drops on Instagram about who was there because they are, you know, they showed the whole journey there.
It's in a foreign land.
It was a strike mission. It was very fast turnaround. And
did they get waves?
They ran.
They haven't shown any of them.
They ran the event, and they said they weren't going to run it unless they had.
But this is the same kind of thing. So natural selection does this in snow too, right? They film it, they edit it.
But there's a waiting period.
But then you call it like it's live.
Yes and no. That we'll get to that in snowboard news because there is some news on natural selection and how this whole thing is going to shake out this year for the snowboarding. But as far as the surfing
you when
goes,
people call it Natty Select?
I don't know.
Kind of reminds me when people call it Cali. I just like call it natural selection.
Okay, naturally.
Natty Select.
Natty
What
Select.
ocean is it in?
Bro, did you watch Natty
What's
Select?
What ocean is it in?
The Pacific.
We have a question from the audience already? We're not even in the question part.
Justin Gill,
Who's
owner
a
of Bachan.
sponsor?
Yeah, okay. What ocean is the natural selection surf event?
Yes.
The Pacific.
Okay.
Could you be more specific?
Yeah. That narrows it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, narrows it down.
Okay. All right, back to the show. Come on. One of the greatest surfers who've ever lived, legendary Mike Hynson. He was the other guy. I would say he was like the lead guy in The Endless Summer.
Endless Summer 1.
It's just called The Endless Summer.
Well, yes, but there's two of them.
Well, there's The Endless Summer 2, and then there's The Endless Summer.
Okay, The Endless Summer.
Yeah, he was that guy.
The first one.
But he has been much more than that. An amazing surfer, shaping genius, a cosmic adventurer. He was doing acid with Timothy Leary. Wow. This dude led a life. I think he's like the bad boy of the Endless Summer crew. And, you know, he did so much for surfing and changed kind of everything. He just passed away recently in Encinitas, California. Mm-hmm. Friends and family, and, you know, there wasn't a lot set up for him afterwards. So his family does have a GoFundMe. You can check it out online. I believe Surfer Magazine put up a link to the GoFundMe. So sad news, but also, I mean, celebrating a life. Mm-hmm. Lived.
Oh, he's stoked. He lived a long and storied life.
Yeah. All right. So for you meteorological fans, we are entering La Nina. We are entering La Nina, which sounds weird if you translate it.
Wow.
How many times have you said hola and gracias?
3 times. I've dropped 3 graciases in Japan so far.
Yeah.
I know, it just comes out. It's not like I'm mistaking the Japanese people for the people of Mexico. They don't look anything alike. But it's just like...
How do you say thank you in Japanese?
Arigato.
Okay. What's the add-on part at the end? That's name.
It's like the formality.
What's the add-on? What's the formal?
Gozaimasu.
Gozaimasu.
Arigato gozaimasu. What does arigato desu mean?
Arigato.
Thank you, cutie. Because I know kawaii desu means you're cute. That was my one Japanese pickup line.
Really?
Yeah. Before my
How do you
colleague.
say, I like your lips? in
Does
Japanese.
anyone know how to say "I like your lips" in Japanese? Sunbum sounds like one of our sponsors.
Wow.
Anyway, the national.
Lip news is brought to you by Sunbum.
I love that lip balm, and I'm into it. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration says we're entering La Nina. Long story short, are we going to get waves? The answer is they don't know.
So it's a bunch of
this doctor said we don't
this
know.
doctor. Sick.
This guy said El Nino is synonymous with pumping surf on the West Coast. La Nina, we don't know. So
All right.
that's
well,
the news.
That is some solid information coming from the Monday M.A.S.S.
Well, as you may or may not know, as fans of this show or accidental tourists who are accidentally listening to this, we have products, we have stickers, we have shirts.
We're not going to send them to you.
No,
but
we've
we have
started.
Them.
I
We've
started.
paid for this merch, and it just sits in boxes.
I
at our
brought a
office.
mug. I brought one mug to Japan,
Really?
which I'm probably going to give it to Jared from Mint Tours. Thank you. Yeah,
There you go.
the
You can
mug's in my room. I'm not going to make you come up to my room to get it. I'll bring it to you.
All right.
But I did ship out 6 mugs via. Whose phone is that?
Christ, what is going on? There's people. All right.
I
continue.
shipped them out via vessel shipping, and they're out there. I've already seen people posting them. People are loving these mugs. We're going to make more. I only made 17 of them on one of those websites.
I had an amazing idea.
Todd has ideas
I have
for
an
some
idea.
new products that we're pretty excited about.
Because-
and we want to get the audience participating here. If you like this product that Todd came up with,
I have 2.
cheer,
I
and
have 2
maybe
products.
we'll make them. Okay, go ahead.
2 products.
Pitch your products like Shark
Basically,
Tank.
what we have going on here is, look, we look at the bomb hole, right?
Great.
And we
great
know
podcast.
they're making a ton of money off smelling salts.
That's like an actual podcast.
It's an actual podcast with actual products that people are they're buying a lot of smelling salts.
Yes.
So we were like, what can we,
As the Monday M.A.S.S.
as the
do.
Monday M.A.S.S, keep up with the Joneses, so to speak? So we came up with the Monday M.A.S.S Cry is Free pepper spray.
Yeah.
So
Yeah?
what that is, and it's made in Brazil, so you know it's good.
Is it legal to ship pepper spray, or will we just have the pepper spray in boxes at the office?
Why can't you ship pepper spray?
I don't know. Does anybody know if you can ship pepper spray in the U.S. mail?
Yeah.
Nobody's tried it.
Or is it a weapon?
It's just
Kind of
like
a weapon.
Yeah, we're gonna make our guests take a hit of Monday M.A.S.S pepper spray.
Yeah.
The Cry is Free.
Like, you want to try the pepper spray right before the show starts? You want some? Yeah, everyone wants some.
That's
Okay.
right. Cry is Free. That's right. Also, we have
the
Monday.
scratchers.
Okay, so this is a great
This
idea.
is a
and
good idea.
We can crowdsource this here. Sir, you have a question?
No, in the U.S. you can ship pepper spray.
There we go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Deal.
There we go.
Vessel shipping.
Yeah.
It's
I want to
on.
send the bomb hole one of those surprise boxes where they open it and instead of confetti coming out, it's pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
From your friends at the Monday M.A.S.S.
This guy, he's a marketing.
I'm a marketing genius. Okay, so I have this other idea. Does anyone know how hard it would be to make scratch-off tickets?
Like lottery
Like
tickets.
scratchers?
No one?
Because I figure we'll just sell scratch tickets from the Monday M.A.S.S, and you can scratch them, and you could win stuff.
Win Todd's board.
I think it's a
Win.
genius marketing plan.
If any of our listeners, obviously no one here in this room knows anything about scratcher tickets, but if any of our listeners have a line in on whose baby is that? Doing a show.
Can someone get that baby up here?
Get that.
I got a couple questions.
We need some locals up here. All right, that's it for Surf News.
I do want to make the pepper spray, though. I think that'd be great.
I think the pepper spray and the scratchers would be
At least
incredible.
one bottle.
Yeah.
All right, skate
Glad
news
you're
brought to you by
contributing.
Spy Optics.
Yeah, Jenkem.com just dropped a video of taking pro street pogo stickers.
What?
What do you call a pogo guy or a man or a woman that rides a pogo stick? Pogoer?
Virgin.
A pogo sticker? That's not. These guys look like
They look cool?
They look cool to me.
Are they the super bouncy ones?
Super bouncy.
Wow.
So Jenkem took them to actual famous New York City skate spots. I enjoyed the
Wait a
video.
minute. They brought him to like skate spots and like just go.
Yeah, and they did flips off them. They ate shit a few times bad. Because they're saying so when you're coming down from a pogo stick is when it's very dangerous because if your feet slip off, you're curbing yourself
Right.
with the pogo stick.
I just want to know, like, where did like who was the dude who was like, you know what we need to add to pogo sticking? Ledges.
It's this crew.
It's this crew.
Yeah, they've added force to the up and down part of the pogo
So there's like
sticking.
pegs on the pogo stick.
I guess so. Yeah, it's a classic pogo stick, but amplified.
You know, what if you did like you wore one rollerblade and one soap shoe and you pogo sticked?
A pogo stick unicycle.
Wow. That actually might work.
We're full of great ideas tonight. Sean Hale Birdhouse video part is mind-blowing. Transition and street mashed up into one. And also, Todd just told me a couple minutes ago that Tony Hawk and Jason Ellis are doing a
They're doing a
live
live
podcast. It's like this, but good.
And with people.
And they
And
know
they have
what
guests.
they're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Snowboarding news is brought to you by our friends at Mint Tours. One more time for Mint Tours. Yeah. Todd, there are big changes coming to the Natty Select
And
Tour.
this goes to like what you were saying before about the way that natural selection is typically done.
Yeah.
Events. And I've commentated natural selection now for 3 years,
Right.
2 years. And what we typically would do.
You watch a video?
Well, no, the first year we did it live, but
Okay.
there were problems with, there was a lot of downtime when people would fall, it would eat up a lot of time, and it just seemed like, I think they experimented with different formats in order to present it and make it more compelling. So the past couple of years, we've called it as if it's live. You know, they edit it down.
You're pulling back the curtain
We're
on
pulling
this,
back
I like.
well, it's just production stuff. So they're actually going to do it from Revelstoke this year, 2 days live. The qualification round will be live. I think they've streamlined it a lot about how they want to do this thing. It will be live on the qualification day, and it'll be live on the finals day. So we're going back to live.
Well, Travis Rice dropped this on the Mark My Bird podcast with Tom and Mark, and this is pretty big news. So it's going back to live. So we're going to see all the meat and potatoes of this event. And this is actually pretty interesting. Travis also dropped on that podcast that Shaun White has an open invite, and he's actually been invited to every natural selection. So my question for you, Todd, how do you think Shaun White would do in the natural selection format?
I don't know. Chad Otterstrom here.
Chad Otterstrom's here.
He said that Shaun White has recently narrowed his stance up.
Okay, so that's good.
So maybe
for
that's, I don't know.
powder.
Is he training? How do you think he would do it?
Yeah, I think he'd do better with the narrower stance.
Yeah.
I think, 2 days of him training, he might, podium.
Yeah.
You never know. But I'm a judge, so I can't really
Oh,
say
yeah,
too
oh,
much.
damn.
Yeah.
Hopefully they won't get you in trouble.
You don't look blind.
No.
Todd would say,
That's an
has your
inside judging
prescription
joke.
come in?
Yeah.
Are you judging Red Bull Heavy Metal, Chad?
No, I will be in boldface with Mint
Okay.
Tours during that. So
Yeah, I wasn't
did have the
invited.
offer, though.
I wasn't invited to Red Bull Heavy Metal
I'll be
either,
at Red Bull
but
Heavy
Todd
Metal.
was
In Minneapolis, St. Paul.
2 stops
So we've got Minneapolis, St. Paul coming up.
doing the Boston accent
And, well, yes.
when that part starts.
Yes. Minneapolis, St. Paul is the first one, and that is, I believe, it is right around the 1st of February. And then the February 22nd, Red Bull Heavy Metal will be in Boston.
That's not a Boston accent.
That is not, but I'll fucking throw a fucking Boston accent
There you
on
go.
it.
There we go. All right.
Chris Grenier and I are doing it. We are both from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, Chris said that he potentially would announce the entire rail jam wearing full hockey gear,
Sick.
and I said that I would dress up as Paul Revere, but actually just a guy named Paul who's from Revere, Mass. So it'll be great.
All right. I'm looking forward to that. You know what else is rad? Hogs on the Horizon. Great name for a snowboard video. And it's starring one of our great friends, Mr. Austin Sweetin.
Who actually has a session
And
with
is he
Mint
here?
Tours. He's in.
Is
They are
Austin here? Anyone?
He's not here.
in Japan.
He's in Japan.
He's not in this room.
No, they're in.
I would hope he would say hi if he
They're in
was here in this
Hokkaido
room.
right now. That's the main island.
God bless you.
Yeah.
Austin and Nick Russell, Robin Vingen, and what's the name of the
Hagens.
what's the name of the company that makes this movie?
Board Slide Worldwide.
Board Slide Worldwide. They walked over 50 miles.
Boring.
That's what how many miles? Where's our
Do you know how many
guides?
years?
How many miles did I
Time
walk
for a
today?
rant, Chris.
How many miles did I walk
Do you know
today?
how many years that we had to work to get snowboarders on ski lifts, and now motherfuckers want to walk up the hill? What? Please.
That's called
You are discounting the sacrifices that the people that came before myself put into snowboarding. Now you want to walk up the hill?
What was the thing about you could
Horse shit.
You had to have like metal edges to get on the lift, like you couldn't get on with.
You had to have a leash.
A leash.
Yeah, and be certified to go up the hill. And now you guys want to walk.
I don't want to walk. I don't know why they want to walk.
Boring.
All right.
You ever heard of a snowmobile?
They did. They walked so we could run and be entertained by this great movie, Hogs on the Horizon.
They're also, and this goes back to the natural selection. The natural selection is here in Japan right now doing the first set of duels.
Duels.
The duels is how you select the people that will go on
naturally
to compete at the natural selection. Yes, there's a whole bunch of them. There's Hannah Beeman's over here right now. I think she may be hosting some of the duels, competing in the duels. I'm not quite sure. It's very secretive. All I know is that I'm doing one that's going to be, I'm going to be hosting one of the duels that's going to be at Kirkwood in California in a few weeks. So that should be really interesting.
Remember when Hannah was here with us?
I do. She broke her arm the first day.
I know, and then she still rode. Hannah's got a trip with a trip coming up in a couple weeks, right?
2 weeks.
Hannah Beeman. What's that crew called?
The Full Moon Crew. Are all the Full Moon girls going to be here?
Why is it called the Full Moon Crew? What do they do? I guess we'll have to wait and see till the highlight video comes out. Tight. Okay, all that news was whatever. This is the real news that I'm excited about. Or this is the news that matters. Bikini snowboarder Eva Zolotova addresses online haters. Eva Motion, at Eva_Motion, if you want to give her a follow, was recently featured on Jerry's of Bear Mountain. What is Jerry's of Bear Mountain about?
Just pointing fingers at people.
Yeah, it seems negative to me.
A lot of laughing.
She posted a video of herself snowboarding in a red bikini, falling, smiling, having a good time. And of course, people out there started putting negative comments. And you know what? She read those comments and she says, "This is me. I'm sorry if I don't share your limiting beliefs or follow the unwritten rules that say only top-tier female snowboarders can rock a bikini on the slopes."
What
I support her.
female snowboarders are rocking bikinis on the slopes? Can we get some words from the ladies in the audience? How many top-tier female snowboarders are wearing
You're watching
bikinis
the
on the
video back
slopes?
there? We're doing a show over here.
Yeah.
My eyes are up here.
Eyes up here. Eyes up here.
Anyway.
I'm not wearing a bikini.
I just think that she says, "Am I seeking attention?"
Yes.
Of course I am. I'm having fun. This is joyful. It's a parody. It's a party. Let's go. So I support Eva Zolotova in her endeavors. Which brings us to questions brought to you by Vessel
She's one
Shipping.
of our only fans.
Oh. Good one.
I'll be here all week.
All right. We do have a lot of questions from people out in the internet, and I'm sure we have some questions. Start thinking of your questions in here, Rum. This is a question
We'll take
from
up to 2 of them.
Nick Thoman.
What does Nick say?
Oh, do you want to?
Oh my God.
This is about a snowboard industry meltdown. Snowboarding industry
Can I
feels
read
pretty
it?
good right now. You want to read it?
I'll read it.
It's
No, this is kind of good.
Business.
No, this is,
It's good. It's
but
good.
this is something that we need to talk about. Any insight into the snowboard industry Volcom meltdown? Assuming Levy Group has something to do with it, but Dustbox called out their credits plus Stan's call out point to some ill will, potentially pre-merger change. Look, here's the deal.
People are mad at this right now.
There has been a lot of movement with several companies that are involved with limited brands and the ABG group and what happens. Well, here's a big shocker to everyone.
Long story short.
Long story short, if you sign a contract and don't make the numbers in the contract, there are consequences in the business world. Straight up. That is why we are having problems with Volcom. Perhaps they bit off a little bit more than they could chew, and now they are paying for it. But Volcom is not the same Volcom as when Richard and Tucker and Troy started it.
Could it be again?
It could be again.
Okay.
It just needs to get in the right hands.
All right. We'll see.
More money, more problems.
John Hayden says, wait, is that Chad Otterstrom? Wow, that's awesome. He saw my post on Instagram.
That's more of a statement.
Oh, that's
actually, it was a
comments and questions.
Yes, it was.
Hannah Beeman says, how much do you miss me? Sorry, that's just for me personally. That's not for the show. A lot. This question is from our friend Adamet's Art.
Oh my God.
This one must be for Todd. Is farting in your snow gear equivalent to peeing in your wetsuit? Or is there no warming benefits? And is it just a personal Dutch oven?
I can tell you that you can test the integrity
This is a
of
grown-up
your
show.
snowboarding clothing's seal by experiencing that far a little bit later when you take your jacket off. I can just tell you that.
Okay.
It's a gift that keeps on
Thank you,
giving,
Todd.
really. And I'm sorry, Justin, you were hiking behind me today after I ate all that ramen.
Fucking terrible.
Crop
Yeah.
dusting the friends and sponsors of
right.
the show.
And I kept trying to blame it on sulfuric vents.
This is from Tom Johnson. This is regarding Danzig 1, Soul on Fire or End of Time. I'm going to say End of Time is that song I like from that album. That's, I guess, another one just for me. Baxter454 says, what are the PAL boards of choice? Any swallowtails? Who's riding swallowtails out here today? Raise your hands.
You know what I don't...
I think Muggs was.
Yeah. Muggs is riding a swallowtail.
Okay.
You know what we don't see a lot of is swallow tips. Well, Devin. I mean, could be a new shape. I don't know.
What are your PAL boards of choice? Give us some answers. PAL boards of choice. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Now it's back to the Monday M.A.S.S that we usually experience.
Devin Curran says, how deep was it? And how nice is the chalet? I would say there was pockets of 9 inches of snow depth. Not that I measured, but just judging from past experience. It was about that. What's that in centimeters?
Centimeters?
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Mikey Mack says, what's your favorite Mac Dog production video part and why? I hope Japan is ripping for you guys. Cheers. Mike, what's your favorite Mac Dog video?
Hard, Hungry, and the Homeless.
What?
Hard, Hungry, and the Homeless. That's a pretty good
Hard,
one, right?
Hungry, and the Homeless.
Yeah,
Anybody
that's a
else
good
have
one.
an answer?
Which one were you in? Shakedown, Heike? 10 of them.
He's in all of them.
I think I fast forwarded your part. I don't remember your parts.
I do.
You were in
They
10
were
of
great.
them? No, I remember.
This question
You're
is
in
from
Shakedown.
my mom.
Heike Source is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Give it up for Heike.
You remember him from the Olympics in 2002? He had a mohawk.
I remember him from 10 Mac Dog videos. My mom says,
Wait, what? She's
Yeah.
watching this?
she commented, she sent this on the Instagram. As she says, she put it in the Facebook.
Okay, what is it?
How's the snow in Japan versus Mammoth? Are you freezing? Can you see without your glasses? Do you miss home? The snow versus Japan versus Mammoth is, I haven't been to Mammoth yet this year, but both have great snow. Am I freezing? Not today. Todd sorted me out with some great gear. Can I see without my glasses? Obviously, everyone in this room saw what I was doing today. It was incredible. Do I miss home?
Can you see without your glasses when you snowboard?
Yeah.
You
I
can.
didn't wear them today.
I know,
I
but
don't
like,
wear them.
but like, what is your vision?
I
without your
just
glasses?
see like branches and,
like blurs. Like,
Yeah.
what do you see?
well, I got whipped in the face with a branch today. I ran into Justin. So maybe I don't see that good without him, but it worked.
You want to be a judge?
I don't, yeah. I don't miss home yet. I miss my Kelly, who I talked about a lot last year. here in Japan. I could go off on a big tangent
let's
about that,
go.
but let's just keep it going.
Let's keep this moving.
Ty
along.
Patrick says, what is your favorite place to ride in Hokkaido so far?
Peepoo.
My favorite place to ride in Hokkaido so far is the volcano. What's that volcano called?
Asahidake.
Excuse me?
Asadake.
Asadake.
Asagikawa.
Asahidake.
Asahidake.
Asadachi is morning boner, Justin. That means morning boner in Japanese.
Damn it.
What's your favorite place to ride here in
Asahidake.
in Hokkaido? Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
too?
yeah, I like that place.
Remember Chad Otterstrom gave me a rad PAL line there yesterday, last year. Thank you. Oh, look at that guy.
Here you go. This is compliments of the almost 7. No, wait. Sir, would you like to be on our podcast? You delivered beers. You can be on our podcast.
Yeah.
Do you have a guest
Come say hi.
question? Come and get in. It's
Talking to my neck.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right.
What is your question, sir? Sir, give us your name and where you're from.
My name's Carson Leffler. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona, and I want to know the craziest question the internet has asked you.
Craziest question the internet has asked
Oh, wow.
me.
On this? On the podcast?
I mean, the farting one from like a minute ago was pretty good.
That's not even that crazy.
Craziest question the internet has asked me. I mean, I've
I feel like we've had a lot of gnarly would you rathers.
we've had a lot of would you rathers that we dared not say
Yeah, we
out
get
loud.
questions a lot that are so fucked up we can't read them. And that says a lot for this podcast because this is a goddamn train wreck.
Yeah,
Nobody watches this one.
no. So far, it's been pretty bad.
I mean,
But
our
that was a
viewer-
good question.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Yeah.
good. Thank you.
Yeah,
and thank you for the
You can
beers.
just stand.
No worries.
Congratulations on graduating high school
Hey,
too.
thank you.
Super hard. Super hard to graduate high school. But you know, we do actually have a lot of we have some lumberjacks in the house, right? We got some people from NAU over here. Okay. Half of my family went to NAU, so I consider myself a lumberjack, even though I never went to college. They wouldn't let me in. I did go to actually community college, Todd, for a semester and a half.
You did.
I did.
Congrats.
Here we go.
What's it? You have another
Chris
question?
Kavanaugh says, can you describe your mountain inventory?
What does that mean?
Chris Sidney. His name is Chris Sidney. Backpack, multi-tool. What do you keep in like your?
Yeah, what do you bring
What do
in
you
your
bring
backpack?
on your day thing?
What's in your backpack? Chris?
I brought some gummies. I brought beef jerky. I did bring a screwdriver that I had to use because I put my bindings on at home and I did not do that good. What else did I bring? Extra socks, extra pair of spy
You brought an
goggles.
extra pair of socks on the hill?
Yeah. Well, no, I rode with the backpack on for like 3 runs, thinking that I was like doing something right. but I
Guys,
didn't.
does anyone need socks? Dude's in an avalanche. I've got the socks.
I've been wet before. John Quarta says, I'm going to Japan next month. It's not a threat. What are your favorite Asagikawa resorts and food spots? What's that food spot you love?
Oh, there's a couple. There's the Indian place. That place is really good, which is weird.
That's the name of it?
I don't know what it's called. But there's Go Curry.
Go curry.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever
soup,
ramen.
Soup curry is like this new. Is it new? Soup curry is kind of new,
Is
right?
soup curry a new invention?
I feel like it's kind of
Anyone?
new.
No?
It's not. Oh, would you?
Local.
We have an actual local.
Hey is here,
Hey, come
folks.
over here.
Hey!
Hey, come over here. We'd like some inside knowledge of soup curry, which is coincidentally
What
what.
is soup curry?
Yeah, what is?
Curry, that's such like that is not curry rice. That's not just separate. That's
Oh, okay.
soup and rice.
Oh,
soup and
okay.
rice?
Soup and rice.
Can I mix them myself, though?
It's up to
before
you.
eating? It's up to you.
It's up to you.
It's a choose your own adventure type of thing.
I don't think so.
What's the best restaurant here, in your opinion?
Oh, that's new here. That's, I forgot a name.
McDonald's.
No. That's McDonald's and the best.
Okay.
Yeah, you forgot the name?
King.
What?
I forgot. King Bear. It's King Bear.
King
yeah, that's
Bear.
King Bear.
King Bear.
Is that where we're
Yeah.
going tonight?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, King Bear.
Yeah, King Bear.
All right.
That's the best restaurant.
Well, then we're gonna
Yeah.
we're gonna have to review it tonight. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, Kay.
Okay, an actual local
That guy.
here from Asagikawa,
That's the best.
Japan. Also, one of the best guides here. Mentors.
At
Do not follow Chris or I. We don't
Michael,
know where the hell we're going.
Michael Hale, what the hell says, pass along an airline review for your Japan trip.
Ooh, airline review. Japan Airlines, hot as fuck. I don't know why they turn the temperature up
Temperature-wise.
on Japan Airlines to like 85 degrees. But I smelled like a dead wildebeest
He
by
did.
the time I got off
He was
that.
sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
It's horrible. John Robick says, Todd, you guys have both seen at the drive-in. Best concert ever. Where, when, why? Any music in Japan this week? Well, that's really funny that you would say that because Todd has his DJ debut in Japan. What's the night called again?
No, it has
Thursday? It's got a great name.
Thank you, Heiki Sorsa. It's a hentai gaijin.
Hentai Gaijin Dance Party.
I found out about this off of Instagram because
I
Chris
signed
decided
Todd
to
up.
sign me up to be a DJ.
It's called A Sonic Journey to Strange Party Places. Hard dance with a hentai gaijin. DJ Chris Coté, DJ Todd Richards, brought to you by the Monday M.A.S.S and Mint Tours. That is going to be awesome. If you're in the area, that's January 16th at
It's a $9 cover charge.
Club Brooklyn.
It gets you.
No, it's free
Oh,
at Club Brooklyn. They don't know what's coming for
I
them.
have no idea. Neither do I, but it's gonna be great.
All right, well, that's all the internet questions. Do we have any questions from our studio
Yeah, do
audience?
you have anything from the studio audience? Okay.
All right, name and question. Oh, do you want a microphone?
You have to bring the microphone over. Devin Ryerson, New Green's owner, proud sponsor of the Monday M.A.S.S.
Yep.
Thank you, Todd. Chris, you're going to be DJing.
Yeah.
Are you going to be playing anything from Danzig 1 that night?
I am definitely playing something from Danzig 1. Our little grunge dance party in the van on the way back from the mountain today got me pretty sparked up. So we're going to play some heavy metal. We're going to play techno, disco, no-no, banjo. We're going to play it all. It's going to be a great sonic journey through the Hentai Gaijin Influencer Society.
Fantastic. Thank you. Can't
and
wait.
a dance party and a dance contest.
There's a lot going on in this party.
It's a lot.
Is it over by 7?
No, it starts at 7.
Brad,
All
owner
right.
of McDonald's
Yes.
from Arizona.
All of them. All of
McDonald's?
them. Yes, all of them.
Are you wrong?
Brad Teufel, ladies and
I mean,
gentlemen.
Hamburglar.
Yes.
This is actually Mayor
Sneak.
McCheese.
Mayor
everybody.
McCheese, yes. It's great.
AKA B-Rad.
Be
radical.
Be radical.
Be
What is your
radical.
question? Go ahead,
Yeah.
Brad.
Well, this question is for Todd.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. Great. Go ahead.
¿Cómo
What's the
está? Muy bien?
question? Muy bien.
Perfecto.
Yeah, gracias.
Now, if you could add one letter to this hotel, what would it be?
Oh my God, you are.
That is.
That is.
I can't
I
say that.
am not answering that question.
Thankfully, that's not
we are
being
here
recorded
at
during the audio portion of the.
Almost 7. Thank you very much for giving us rooms.
I would add a sapien.
I'm not setting this airplane on fire
Sapien
while we're
to the
flying in
end.
it, Brad.
You could have chose a T.
Tomo 7?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay. All right.
Firewire.
Do we have any other questions before we all head out to dinner?
Yeah, we're
and
gonna go to
wrap
dinner.
this show up.
Anyone else have any more questions? Anyone?
And you can ask us questions in
Any-
private.
Anything.
You can come to Todd's room and ask him a question later tonight if you'd like.
Can
in
I
private.
have a question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
So there's 2 beds in everyone's room.
Huh.
What
Okay.
do you call the second bed?
Well, there's the business bed and the pleasure bed. Business meaning that's where all my snowboard gear goes. Pleasure, because it is a pleasure to sleep in the other bed.
But you never mix business with pleasure. All right, that is it
No,
for us.
that's
Monday
it.
M.A.S.S this week. We'll be back in the United States next week.
Really?
And jet lag AF. So
Yeah, next show is
tune
gonna be
in on
really
Monday. It's
weird.
going to be way worse than this one.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody here in the studio audience. Thank you, everybody watching at home.
Don't go expecting this kind of quality next week.
Off to the Dongson, Todd.
Dongson.
Donson.
What?
Oh, I thought it was something different.
Dongson.
Yeah. Hold the G. You need to hit stop on that thing.
Okay.
Here, let me help you.
Why don't we do that?
That's it.